Hello students, in this video we will be talking about the last concept of this chapter, that is cell division. In some books you may not get this concept, in some books it is there. So it is very important to understand about the division of cell and how the cell divides. So this concept is very important, but in old books this concept is not there. So here I will explain. If it is not there in your book, just follow my lecture. So in this video we will discuss about this very important concept, that is cell division. So first here we will categorize the cells in a human body. In humans the cells can be grouped into two broad categories. So in the human bodies we have so many cells. These cells can be grouped into two broad categories. So the first group is body cells. In our body we have two types of cells, that is body cells and germ cells. So many types of cells are there, but these cells can be grouped into two broad categories. So first category is body cell. The cells which constitute the body, such as blood cell, nerve cell, muscle cells, skin cells, etc., are called body cells. Body cells do not take part in the process of reproduction. So you remember this one very important line. Body cells just constitute the body of an organism, such as blood cell we have, nerve cells, muscle cells, skin cells. So many types of cells we have. These cells only constitute the body of an organism. These cells do not take part in the process of reproduction. This is important line. Body cells do not take part in the process of reproduction. These body cells only constitute the body of an organism. And what is germ cell? The cells which are present in the gonads of male and female body are known as germ cells. Germ cells do not constitute the body. They are present in the gonads of male and female body. And gonads are what? So it may be a new term for you. So gonads are nothing but testes in male. In male one organ is there, that is known as testis, and in female ovaries are there. So these testes and ovary are the gonads of male and female. So in male we have only testes, and in female ovaries is there. So ovary and testes are the gonads of human beings. So in male we have testes, and in female we have ovaries. So these germ cells are present in testes for male and ovaries in female. So male germ cells are present in testes, and female germ cells are present in ovaries. So you may get this term germ cell as a reproductive cell also. In some book you may get this germ cell as reproductive cell. So germ cells are also known as reproductive cells, and body cells are also known as somatic cells. In some book you may get somatic cells. So body cells are also known as somatic cells, and germ cells are also known as reproductive cells. So here we will see one cell is here. This cell is dividing. So division of cell means the process by which new cells are arised. So here one cell is here. This cell is started the division. So first the cell is here. This cell starts division and ultimately gives rise to two new cells. So one cell is here. It gets divided and forms two new cells. So this is the concept of cell division, means formation of new cells from the old cells. So this was the old cell, and here forming two cells. So one more thing is here. This cell is known as mother cell. You remember this one. The cell from which the cell divides is known as mother cell. This is mother cell, and the two new cells which are arised from mother cells are known as daughter cells. This is mother cell, and these two are daughter cells. So daughter cells arise from mother cells, and mother cells divides to form daughter cells. So you remember this concept, daughter cell and mother cells. Now cell division. The process by which new cells are made is called cell division. It is very simple definition I have given. Cell division, the process by which new cells are made is called cell division. So here we will see life starts from a single cell. So all the life starts from a single cell. At one point of time all the life of all the organism remain in a single cell, and that single cell divides continuously again and again to give rise to million cells. In case of multicellular organisms, in case of single cellular organisms, they are single cell. In case of multicellular organisms, first one cell was there and that cell divides again and again to give rise millions of cells. In our body we have millions of cells, and all these millions of cells came from only one cell. First we had only one cell, and that cell divides again and again to give rise millions of cells in our body. So millions of cells means all new cells in the body of an organism arise from the division of the pre-existing cells. Pre-existing means what cell, the single cell what we had in our body. So that pre-existing cell divides again and again to give or to form millions of cells in our body. So all the million cells of our body are the result of that pre-existing single cell. So why this cell division is important? Why the division of cell is important? Why it is necessary? Here we will see. The division of cell is important for many purposes. Here I have given only three main reasons. As a result of cell division, what occurs? The organisms grow in size. Here one baby is here, we can see. This baby is small. So this baby is growing into a boy, then a man, and a complete adult man. So because of this cell division, in this baby, if you consider 10,000 cells are there. So these 10,000 cells are dividing and forming more 10,000, or we can say 10,000 to 20,000. That 20,000 is dividing to 40,000, 40,000 is dividing to 80,000, and 80,000 into 1,60,000. So the main reason of cell division is to the organisms grow in size because of cell division. The cells divides and the number of cells increasing in humans or any organism's body, and organisms grow due to their cell division. In the second page we will see the other reasons. So the worn out cells are replaced. So due to cell division, or as a result of cell division, the worn out cells, the cells which are damaged or which are damaged due to any reason, are replaced by the new cells. When the new cells are producing in organism's body, the new cells are replacing the old, the dead or worn out cells. The gametes are produced which are involved in the process of reproduction. So gametes, what is gamete? So we have seen gonads, that is testis in male and ovaries in female. So this testis, here we talked about one reproductive cell or germ cells. So germ cells divide and forms gametes. So germ cells or reproductive cells divide and forms gametes. So this is one gamete, this is male gamete, there is sperm, sperm is male gamete, and this is egg or ovum, this is female gamete. So these are these gametes are produced from the reproductive or germ cells. So gametes are produced. So these gametes are produced during the process of cell division. Cell division gives rise to these gametes. So these gametes are very important for in the process of reproduction. Without these gametes, the process of reproduction is incomplete. So what are the three main reasons? As a result of cell division, the organisms grow in size, the worn out cells are replaced, and gametes are produced, which are involved in the process of reproduction. So these are the main three reasons why the cell division is very important. A cell does not divide simply. A cell does not divide simply. A cell does not divide simply. For division, a cell undergoes some definite phases, which is known as cell cycle. A cell will not divide simply. For division of cell, a cell undergoes some definite phases, which is known as cell cycle. So a cell will undergo some definite phases, and these phases, definite phases, are known as cell cycle. The cell starts dividing once the nucleus is fully matured. A cell, if a cell is immature, the cell will not divide. The cell starts dividing once the nucleus is fully matured. When the nucleus of the cell is fully matured, then only the cells will start dividing. A matured nucleus ready for division is called interphase nucleus. You mark here interphase nucleus. So what is interphase nucleus? A matured nucleus ready for division is called interphase nucleus. Means when the nucleus is ready, or when the cell is ready, means the nuclear content or the nucleus of the cell is completely matured, and the matured nucleus ready for the division of the cell is called interphase nucleus. So when the cell or when the nucleus gets matured, in the interphase nucleus, the nuclear content increases in amount. So in the nucleus we had already studied that in the nucleus we have DNA. So then that nuclear content we can also say as DNA. That in the interphase nucleus what happens, the nuclear content or DNA increases in amount. In case of the cells of human being, the normal cell contains 46 number of chromosomes. We know that each cell of human body contains 46 number of chromosomes, or 23 pair also we can say, 46 or 23 pair. So in case of cells of human being, the normal cell contains 46. When we have cells in our body, those cells contain 46 number of chromosomes. But when the cell is ready to divide, or when the cell gets ready, or when the nucleus is completely matured, so that time the nuclear content or the DNA increases in amount. When the cell is ready to divide, the chromosome number becomes double. So when the DNA or when the nuclear content increases, the simultaneously the chromosome number also increases. If in human beings, the normal cell contains 46 chromosomes, but when the cell is ready, or when the nucleus is fully matured, the chromosome number becomes double, that is 92. So if one cell contains 46 chromosomes, that chromosome will become double, and that 46 will be 92. So when this nuclear content or the chromosome number of chromosomes become double, so it occurs in the S phase of cell cycle. In cell cycle, what I have said, definite phases are there. So in that phases, one phase is there is S phase. It is also known as synthesis phase. So during that synthesis phase of cell cycle, the chromosome number of cell becomes double. So why this number of this chromosome becomes double? Why it is important? That one we will see in this division. So there are mainly two types of cell division. Mainly we have two types of cell division. One is mitosis and another one is meiosis. So first we will discuss about mitosis, and in the later part we will discuss about the meiosis. First here we will see about mitosis. Mitosis or mitotic division, mitosis is also known as mitotic division. Mitosis or mitotic division is also known as equational cell division. So write this one. Mitosis is also known as equational cell division. Why this mitosis is called equational division? If we see this complete explanation, we can easily understand why this mitosis is called as equational cell division. So mitosis completes in various stages. This division of cell, there is mitosis, completes in various stages. It does not complete in a single step. There are so many stages. The cell follows all the stages and ultimately forms daughter cells. So body cells undergo mitosis. So earlier we had discussed about these types of cells, that is body cells and germ cells. So body cells undergo mitosis. Reproductive cells do not undergo mitosis, only body cells undergo mitosis. In mitosis, each mother cell divides to form two identical daughter cells. That's why it is called as equational, because each mother cell is giving rise to two identical daughter cells. That's why it is known as equational division. The daughter cells have the same number of chromosomes as mother cells. This is also for this reason also this mitosis is known as equational division. So daughter cells have the same number of chromosomes as mother cells. If you see the diagram, we can easily understand what is said here. In mitosis, this is mother cell. If it is a mother cell, so what happens during this S phase? DNA replication means amount of the DNA increases in this S phase. So this is a mother cell. In mother cell, if we have this chromosome here, if it is 46 in number, so in S phase what happens? This 46 becomes 92 in this phase. This is interphase. This is interphase stage. In interphase what happens? The amount of that chromosome becomes double. If in this mother cell 46 are there, during interphase it becomes 92. And what happens? And 92, and what happens? The cell starts dividing, and ultimately this 92 will become separated, and 46 will be going in one side, and 46 will be going in this side. So 46 will come this side and 46 will go this side. So ultimately two new daughter cells, two new 1 and 2 new daughter cells will be formed from this mother cell. In mother cells what we had 46 in chromosomes, interphase 92, that 46 became double and becomes 92, and after division two new daughter cells formed, and these two daughter cells got 46. If you see here, it had 46. If you consider these two lines as 46, here we also have these two lines, means 46 chromosomes. These are nothing but chromosomes. These are chromosomes. Chromosome number 46 was there in mother cell. In interphase stage, that chromosome number became double, that is 92, and after the division what happened, that 92 splitted and each daughter cells got 46 and 46. So each here what is written, the daughter cells have the same number of chromosomes as mother cells. So these daughter cells have got same number of, that is 46, same number of chromosomes that of mother cells. If in mother cells 46 are there, the daughter cells will get 46. If these mother cells contain 50 number, then these daughter cells will get 50 chromosomes. So that is about mitosis. So all the cells of our body, that is body cells, undergo this type of division, mitosis. So in the next page we will see, in the next page, one second, in the next page we will discuss about meiosis. Then what is how this meiosis is different from this mitosis, we will see. So reproductive cells undergo meiosis or meiotic cell division. We had reproductive cells or the germ cells. Germ cells undergo meiosis or meiotic cell division. What is we had already discussed, body cells undergo mitosis and reproductive cells or germ cells undergo meiosis. Meiotic division is also known as reduction division. You mark this line, this is very important. In your exams this question may be asked, which cell division is known as reductional division or reduction division. So meiotic division is also known as reduction division or reductional division also. It is known that each species has its specific chromosome number in its cells. It is known that each cell of whether it is human or any organism, it has some specific chromosome number. In case of human we have 46 chromosome number, but in other organisms, tiger and lion and other species, they have different chromosome number, but that chromosome number will be specific, will be exactly same for the entire species. In case of human, whether me or you or any human being, all the human beings or all the cells of human beings contains 46 chromosome number. Similarly, all the individuals of tiger species will have the same number of chromosomes. So that is specific for each species. So generation after generation, this specificity is maintained. Means from my father, if the cells of my father contains 46 chromosome number, then the cells of my body will also contain 46. The next generation of mine will also have the same number of chromosomes. It will be same for each generation. So during reproduction, one male gamete and one female gamete unite to form zygote. These concepts are new for you. So during reproduction, what happens? One male gamete, that we talked about sperm, and that is in testis, what is there? Sperm is there, and in female there is egg or ovum was there. So that during reproduction, what happens? One male gamete, there is one sperm, and one female gamete, that is egg or ovum, unite to form a zygote, and this zygote develops into embryo, and embryo ultimately develops into fetus and to child. So here we can see in this diagram, first one male gamete and one female gamete will unite to form one zygote. This is a zygote. This is the result of the union between this male and female gamete. This zygote will ultimately develops into embryo, and this embryo will ultimately develops into this fetus, and this fetus will ultimately develops into this baby. So if all the cells, if you see here, if each cell divides mitotically, if all the cells, that is reproductive cells and body cells, all cells divides mitotically, then the cells of the baby should have the double number of chromosomes than the cells of the parents. If we have already seen about this mitosis. What happens in mitosis? The daughter cells and the daughter cells and the mother cells contains the same number of chromosomes. If all the cells, whether it is this reproductive cell or body cells, contains the same number of if all the cells, that is reproductive cell and body cells, divides mitotically, then the cells of the baby, because this zygote is formed because of the union of male and female gamete. Male gamete is a cell and female gamete is a cell. If these reproductive cells undergo mitosis, what would happen? The sperm will have 46 number of chromosomes and the egg will have 46 number of chromosomes. If they unite, so what will happen in this zygote? The zygote will have 92 number of chromosomes if the reproductive cells undergo mitosis, because the reproductive cells will divide and forms daughter cells, and these daughter cells will have the same number of chromosomes that of the mother cells. So if all the cells divide like this, there would be in the baby, what would happen? The cells of this baby will have 92, and the next generation of the cell will have the double the number of this 92, and the next generation of this baby would have 4 times chromosomes. If this baby contains 2 times chromosomes, that the next generation of the baby will have 4 times, and the next generation of their baby will have 8 times. Means the number of chromosomes will be increasing per generation. But it is completely against the nature, as we know each cell of a species contains the same number of chromosomes, whether it is a cell of son or father or grandfather or great-grandfather. All the species each cell of, whether it is son, the cell of the son, or cells of this father or the grandfather or grandfather, have the same number of chromosomes. There will be no changes in the chromosome number. Chromosome will be same for each cell, and if all the cells divide mitotically, then what would happen? The chromosome number will be in one generation it will be 46, in the next generation it will be 92, in the next generation it will be 184. So each generation the chromosome number will be increasing. So it is completely against the nature, because all the cells of each species contains the same number of chromosomes, whether it is son or father or grandfather or great-grandfather, the number of chromosomes will be same. To solve this particular issue, some cells of our body, that is reproductive cells, divide meiotically. To solve this particular issue, some cells of our body, that is reproductive cells or germ cells, divide in another way, that is meiosis. So some cells divide meiotically, or some cells undergo meiosis. In meiosis, what happens? When a cell divides, it produces 4 new daughter cells instead of just 2. In mitosis, we have seen one cell divides and forms 2 daughter cells, but in case of meiosis, what happens? One mother cell divides and forms 4 new daughter cells instead of 2. The daughter cells only have half the number of chromosomes than that of the mother cells. Another difference is there. In daughter cells, in mitosis, we have seen daughter cells contain the same number of chromosomes as that of mother cell, but in case of meiosis, the daughter cells contain half the number of chromosomes that of the mother cells. So in this picture we can see it is very clearly. So if it is a mother cell, in mother cells we have considered 46 number of chromosomes are there. In this mother cells we have 46 number of chromosomes. This is reproductive mother cells. You remember this one? This is reproductive mother cells, and these are reproductive daughter cells. So this is reproductive mother cell. Reproductive mother cells contain 46 number of chromosomes, as we know that each cell of human body contains 46 number of chromosomes. That's why this reproductive mother cells have 46 number of chromosomes. In the interphase, what happens? The number of chromosomes become doubles. It is same as the mitosis. This first part is same. So what happens? The number of chromosomes become double in the S phase of that cell cycle and the synthesis phase of a cell cycle. So the number of chromosomes become double, and in this interphase stage, what happens? That 46 becomes 92. In this phase, the number of chromosomes becomes double, and this 46 becomes 92. And first division in mitosis, we have seen one cell divides and forms 2 cells. The division is in one step. And in this meiosis we have two successive divisions, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, divides two times. One cell, one mother cell divides twice and forms the daughter cells. So in meiosis 1 what happens, the interphase cell or this matured cell divides and forms two daughter cells, that is intermediate daughter cells. In daughter cells what happens, the number of chromosomes becomes 46. So meiosis 1, as we have seen here, the meiosis 1 is as same as mitosis. Meiosis 1 and mitosis are similar, the process is same. The number of chromosomes becomes double, and after the number of chromosomes becoming double, the cell divides and forms two daughter cells, and the daughter cells contains the same number of chromosomes as that of mother cell. But here the meiosis is not complete. If it is mitosis, then it would have completed, but in it is meiosis, that's why it is not complete. In meiosis what happens, another division, this intermediate daughter cells again divide, because the division is not complete. The cell will again divide, that is meiosis 2, that cell will again divide and will form four daughter cells. This intermediate daughter cell will give rise to two new cells, and this intermediate daughter cell will give rise to two daughter cells. But here one main difference is there. Here what happened, here the number of chromosomes became double, that's why in this phase the chromosome number became 92. But in this phase there was no increase in the amount of chromosomes, or in the number of chromosomes there was no increase, only the cell divides simply, there was no increase. This 46 was not become 92, only this 46 splitted and forms two daughter cells, means this cell contains 23, here this cell contained 23, this cell contained 23, and this cell also got 23, means here this cell contains 46. If this cell splits in the middle, we will get two daughter cells, and each daughter cell got 23 number of chromosomes. This here also, this cell contained 46, and after splitting, the new daughter cells got 23 number of chromosomes. So that's why it is said here, the daughter cells only have the half number of chromosomes than that of the mother cells. So here mother cells had 46 and the daughter cells have got 23, that is half the number of chromosomes than that of the mother cells. Why it is important? Because these daughter cells are known as gametes. During this meiosis, what is produced, these daughter cells are known as gametes, and gametes take part in the reproduction. If consider this is sperm or male gamete, similarly that female gamete, female reproductive cells are also dividing, and if the female reproductive cells divides and forms another female gamete, that female gamete will also have this 23 number of chromosomes, that male gamete also have this 23 number of chromosomes. So after the union between this male and female gamete, what will happen, the zygote will form, and that zygote will have 46, because the male gamete contains 23 and female gamete contains 23. That 23 plus 23, that is in zygote we have 46, and that zygote, the cells of the zygote divides not meiotically, they divide mitotically, because to restore the number or to restore the number of chromosomes or to retain the number of chromosomes, they have to divide mitotically. If they divide meiotically, what would happen, the number of chromosomes will decrease. But that's why these cells of this zygote divides mitotically, and the cells of our body, that is reproductive cells, divides meiotically. That's why here we have seen 46 became 23. That's why this mitosis is known as reduction division, because the number of chromosomes are reducing. That's why it is known as reduction division. So I hope up to this much is clear. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. This is a very complete concept. It is not fully explained as in your class 9. To this much is there, and in class 11 you will got about this cell division in a complete manner. So here I try to explain as much as I can, because in your book that cell division concept is very short, so that one I explained as much as I can. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. And thank you for watching the video.